Hi there and welcome to Ben Voice Narrative. In today's class, we want to look at another important concept in the English language in demonstrative pronouns. Demonstrative pronouns. Yes, care must be taken not to confuse this topic with demonstrative adjectives. Yes, of course, we have demonstrative adjectives in the English language, and already I've made a video. I have a video on demonstrative adjectives right here on this channel. If you're yet to see that, kindly search the Ben's English Learn playlist. Search for this playlist under this channel, and then you're gonna find a video on demonstrative adjectives. All right, that said, demonstrative pronouns. What are demonstrative pronouns? Like demonstrative adjectives, demonstrative pronouns perform similar functions. They have similar use in the English language. So let's start with pronouns. Remember, also we have a video where I've explained everything you need to know about the parts of speech in the English language. And in that video, we have described pronouns as words that we use instead of nouns to prevent unnecessary repetition. So pronouns are words we use to replace nouns, words we use instead to substitute nouns in order to prevent unnecessary repetition of the noun. So demonstrative. The word demonstrative originates or derives from the verb demonstrate, to use the power of gesticulation, the power of body to explain or to pass a message. So demonstrative pronouns. So what are demonstrative pronouns? Demonstrative pronouns are pronouns that are used to replace nouns that are either close to us or far away from us. Whenever you want to use a word to replace an item that is close to you or that is within proximity to you, then you use demonstrative pronouns. So basically, demonstrative pronouns are words that you use to replace items, objects that are either close to you or far away from you. So like we have under the demonstrative adjectives, 4 examples. So do we have 4 examples of demonstrative pronouns? And these examples are the same as we have under the demonstrative adjective. The first being this. So this is the first demonstrative pronoun that we have, this. 2, we have these. Number 3, we have that. And number 4, we have those. So these are the 4 examples of demonstrative pronouns in English. Take note again, we're talking about demonstrative pronouns and not demonstrative adjectives. So as we've said in the video on demonstrative adjectives, as we've said in that video, this is a singular pronoun. This is going to be a singular pronoun, not a singular adjective now. A singular pronoun that is used to replace a noun that is within proximity. What that means is close. A noun that is close, something that is near, an object that is near to the person speaking. This is plural. So this is the elder brother of this. This is a plural pronoun. It's a plural pronoun that is used to replace items that are within proximity. Just like this, proximity. Or near or close to the person speaking. So every time you want to replace a noun that is very close to you with a pronoun, you use these, many, plural, many things, okay? That is the opposite of this. So that is a singular, it's also a singular pronoun that is used to replace a noun or an object that is distant from the speaker. Those is the elder brother of that. It's plural, it's also plural, and it's used to it's used to replace items, nouns that are far away or distant from the speaker. Let's go over them again. So this is the first demonstrative pronoun. This is mine. This is mine. What is that thing? It could be, this is the marker, for example. This is my marker. When you say this is my marker, this is mine. This in that expression is a pronoun, is a demonstrative pronoun. This. I'm not saying the name of this item. So this is mine. So every time that you use this, these, that, and those in isolation without mentioning the item they refer to, then we have demonstrative pronouns. I take that again. Every time you use this, these, that, and those in isolation, for example, this is mine. What is that thing? I didn't mention the name. I just said this is mine. You know that item or this item is mine. This is mine. What is mine? This. That is yours. That is yours. What is yours? That. What that is, I don't know. That is yours. These are yours. Those are mine. These are mine. Those are yours. So this is a singular demonstrative pronoun. This is a plural demonstrative pronoun. That is a singular demonstrative pronoun. And those is a plural demonstrative pronoun. The difference is that this is a singular demonstrative pronoun that replaces a noun that is within proximity to the speaker. This is a plural demonstrative pronoun that is used to replace items, plural items, meaning items that are within proximity to the speaker. That, the opposite of this. That is a singular demonstrative pronoun that is used to replace an item or a noun that is far away or distant from the speaker. Those is a plural demonstrative pronoun that is used to replace items or nouns that are outside of proximity or that are distant from the person speaking. This and those are different. This replaces nouns, items that are within proximity. Those replace nouns or items that are outside of proximity from the speaker. Now, what's the difference between demonstrative pronouns and demonstrative adjectives? Very important. The difference is in the usage. The difference is in the usage. First of all, this is my reason. Okay. 2, that is mine. 3, these. Is this still very clear? These, okay, are ours. 4, those are yours. Those are yours. Now, in these expressions, this here is a demonstrative pronoun. This. What is this thing standing for? I don't know, but I know that this is standing for something. This is my reason. This is my reason. Now let's have it. This is my reason. So this is a demonstrative pronoun. That is mine. That is mine. This, that is a word that replaces or that has replaced a noun that I'm not mentioning here. That is mine. Now these are ours. These are ours. These. Now this also is a plural demonstrative pronoun. Okay, replacing things used instead of nouns that are very close to it. So when you say these are ours, it could be that we have a lot of things in front of us that belong to us. So these things are ours. These are ours. Those are yours. What are yours? Those. What are ours? These. What is mine? This. What is my reason? This. Now, so let's compare this to demonstrative adjective. Demonstrative adjectives. Now, for demonstrative adjectives, you must have each of these coming before or modifying a noun. To change this to demonstrative adjective, we have something like this point is my, am I still with that frame? Is my reason. Yes. This point is my reason. What is my reason? This point. Now we're talking about a point, but it is this one. So this is describing this point. It is telling us the specific point. This particular point, this point is mine. So for us to have demonstrative adjectives, we must have a noun coming after the demonstrative adjective. A noun must appear after it. So in demonstrative adjectives, we have this, that, this, those coming before the noun they're describing. So this, that is mine. You can say something like that apple is mine. What is mine? That apple. We're talking about an apple here. It is not this apple, it is that. So in demonstrative adjectives, you have each of the demonstratives coming before the noun or before a noun the modifier, before the noun modifying. And number three, these are ours. You can say these cars are ours. Full stop. Which cars? These. Now look at in front of these, we have cars. So this describing this modifying this. But if you come to this page, you notice that for demonstrative pronouns, there is no noun. This replaces the noun completely, okay? And finally, those are yours. You can say those apples are yours. Those apples are yours. What are we talking about? Those apples. Now, the main item here are the apples. The main items are the apples. Now, which apples are we talking about? It is those ones. So, in demonstrative adjectives, you have these demonstratives, those, coming before the noun being talked about. So, that is the difference between demonstrative pronouns and demonstrative adjectives. But in this class, we've considered the meaning of demonstrative pronouns. We've looked at the examples, and then we've used them in sentences. We said demonstrative pronouns are pronouns that are used to replace nouns or items that are either far away from us or are very close to us. And then we said demonstrative adjectives or words that are used to modify. They must come before the nouns they are modifying. So in the case of demonstrative pronouns, we just mention the pronouns without the nouns. So in the case of demonstrative adjective, we'll talk about the demonstratives and then we'll talk about the noun they are describing. With that, we've come to the end of today's class. If you've learned anything meaningful, kindly leave a message in the comment section and share this video to your loved ones. Thanks a lot for staying to the very end. See you next time. Bye for now.